Ready? Looks like this is working. Just want to check some other stuff here. And if you're not hearing any music, that's as intended because the stupid thing keeps claiming all the music from this game. But in any event, yeah, we're trying out some more stuff here. We're going to try the Vasari. We're trying the default ones here. So the game sort of classically works on a bit of a counter triangle, which I think is actually bad in this kind of game, but I think it got toned down for this edition. It used to be that Advent were able to really easily beat Tech. Tech had an advantage against Vasari, and Vasari had a crushing, overwhelming advantage over Advent. I believe that this has all been toned down a little bit, so Tech still struggles a little bit against Advent. Vasari still is capable of getting their butts kicked by Tech a little bit, and Vasari still have an advantage against Advent, is kind of how I understand it is still going. So we're going to go as Vasari against Tech here. And we're going to set this to the Unfair AI. I could probably honestly do this one at Nightmare, because it's getting to the point where I'm pretty consistently beating the more difficult AI in this game. But, yeah, I think that this is probably fine, because we want to keep the game a little bit shorter. If I put it on a harder difficulty, we're going to wind up in a situation where I do not have as much time to finish the game. One thing that's going to be a bit weird here is how these guys start. The Vasari are like a plague faction that's come from another galaxy, although they don't look insectoid in the same way that like the Zerg do or anything like that. There's actually a fourth faction that's coming in. I'm wondering if it's the faction that's supposed to be like chasing the Vasari into here. Because the Vasari are basically kind of just on their way through, basically. That might be the case, that might not be the case, who knows. But the thing about them is that they're sort of nomadic, starting off without a home planet. They've got some distinct disadvantages because of that in terms of their early game economy, but they catch up pretty quickly. So this is the Dressel Evacuator. This is their colonization ship.
Have discovered
and
a
you automatically
colonizable
start
planet.
with this, but you start with enough resources here that you can pick any of your other capitals as a secondary capital really easily. And you also start off with 3
Our
Vesper
fleet has
skirmishers,
engaged
which
the
are
enemy.
kind of overpowered, actually, all things considered. So you kind of are in a very unique start as this faction compared to the other factions. It's kind of interesting.
I need orders. None
finish
will
that guy,
survive. Fire at will. Immediately. On my
Order
way.
there.
None will survive.
Clicking on units to get the
Absolutely.
attack orders done
Fire
is
at
actually
will.
kind of hard in this game.
Planet lockdown.
You got planet,
complete.
you're gonna start getting mining.
What
They
would
don't
you
have any
ask
credits,
of me?
which is weird, but you know, that is how that is. We're gonna want a fleet beacon so we can get our second capital up and running, I feel like, pretty quickly, but we also do need a nano assembly. So I'm never too sure what to start with these guys. I feel like we get the tech first, then we get this. We do start out with a little bit of like defense and logistics on this planet, but we do start out at a disadvantage relative to everyone else.
Mining
in terms
upgrade
of like
complete.
not having a
None
planet
will
as heavily upgraded.
survive. None will survive.
Okay, let's go ahead and grab these. The other thing that these guys have that's kind of weird is that their buildings can actually have like their civic infrastructure,
Scouts have discovered a
which
colonizable
is
planet.
kind of interesting. In particular, putting on like mobile phase resonators onto these guys can be quite good there. But yeah, you could also even put a mobile fleet beacon so you can like produce stuff out of your capitals. I'm not 100% sure. I think that this is necessarily how you want to play these guys, because you do still want your infrastructure to be a planet side. And they actually have got some good planet side upgrades here. Debris Reclamation Center is very, very strong
What
at
would
the
you
start.
ask of me?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and take the subspace ruptures here. Don't like that he cast it there, but good luck space criming. I'll check in later. Well, I mean, these guys, it's kind of crimes, it's kind of not crimes, but that's only because these
Civilian
guys
structure complete.
don't really care about rights.
Speak.
Alright,
An
set over here.
excellent plan. What would you ask of me?
Yeah, part of me thinks that would have been better to get the production facility first so I could get some units, but I kind of think that you don't do that with these guys. Can I afford? Yeah, I'll do this. And I'll do this right away. You don't even have the ability to upgrade
Empire
your
research
stuff.
tier
Oh shit, that's the wrong
complete.
building. You don't even have the capacity to, like, actually add stuff. Maybe that was the right building. Shoot. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Got our civic research. We're going to start by getting a little bit of influence. And then you want to get, like, the labor camp unlocked, which is basically just indentured servitude, basically. And then the mass enslaved labor. These bonuses are very, very strong. I'm not sure if they're the first ones you want to get, though. I think there's a very high chance that we would want to get the
Scouts have
basic,
discovered a
resource sublimation
colonizable
first.
planet.
12% to
Civilian
all our
structure
resources,
complete.
since we don't have
Our
credits.
fleet has engaged the enemy. Mining upgrade complete.
Okay, we're gonna
Our
focus down on
time
cobalt
is
first.
short. Their death will be quick, but not painless.
We want to avoid losing any of these Rebasco skirmishers. They're actually extremely good as one line explodes. I didn't notice that one was low. Yeah, they're extremely strong for this class of ship.
Warfare
actually get a trio
research
of them.
tier complete.
On the other hand, we do want to get access to, like, other ships, but not the ones that are here. Go ahead and grab the improved pulse concentrators.
Empire
Probably sort of do is
research
have, like, a
complete.
second capital pretty quickly here, like an actual combat one. For that, we're going to need supplies. You could actually just blow up some of your starting ships to get access to that faster. But
Our time is short.
oh shit, should not have had that turned on, but whatever.
Logistics upgrade complete.
Okay, yeah, so key techs getting to this so we can get cheaper planetary upgrades, which we want to do. I would also really like to get the thing that made it so that I get God, I cannot remember the tech
Planet
tree very well.
lockdown complete.
Extra exotics would be good as bonus ones. Man, what do I need? There we go.
I need orders. I'll see to it. Warfare research complete. What would you ask of me?
There's other buildings here that I think I need. I can't remember what they were, though. Oh, yeah, it's the administrative uplink to get the extra orbital slots. We don't need those yet, though. Our orbital slots are kind of fine right now.
Mining upgrade complete. I need orders. An excellent plan. Empire
Got that
research
done.
complete. Preparing for phase jump.
So emissary outreach. Unfortunately, it's the pirates already. You want to get the other guys first, typically speaking. We'll need to get that soon as well.
Standing
I can't
by.
believe I let myself lose a Ravestra against,
Civilian
like,
structure
an
complete.
asteroid system.
On my way.
Oops, this should be this first, not that one.
I need orders. Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
We
Absolutely.
want this guy to be
What
taking the
would you
shots here.
ask of me? In the Empire's honor. I await your command.
So we're gonna try
None
and
will
micro our guys a
survive.
little bit here, but
I need orders. Attack!
just do what we
Standing
can here.
by. Fire at will. Our time is short. Warfare research
That
complete.
next.
Empire research complete. I need orders. Attack! None will survive.
These guys have such high damage compared to the Cobalt Light Frigates that they should be able to punch through them pretty quickly and pretty effectively, but yeah, I'm not the most confident in my micromanagement skills.
Our time is
How are we
short.
doing here? We've got enough for our first capital. It's really up to the Scarantra Carrier or the Cortal Devastator. I'm going to get the Carrier first. I think it's the stronger option to level up, whereas the other guy
I need
is good even
orders.
if it doesn't have levels.
Fire at will.
Although, admittedly, I probably should have waited till I had access to the experience tech with the second generation. That's going to be a while, though, so it's probably better for me to try and rush it out there so I
Warfare
can get
research
access
complete.
to its
Speak.
bonuses. through level ups rather than through the other method.
Standing by.
Okay, are you doing okay? This guy is actually regenerating hit points like already because that's part of Vasari's tech. So the fact that we've lost shields and are taking hull damage doesn't matter too much because we're regenerating our hull as we fight in combat here. And this guy's going to definitely go down before he does, so.
None will survive. Our time is short. Empire
I would
research
actually like
complete.
to increase mining from colonization. So I think I'll actually do it. This is actually a pretty good colonization bonus because every single planet does have mining. And being able to get like extra mining is always a useful thing. By contrast, the tech from research doesn't always apply because you don't always have access to that. And you don't always have like 3 tiers of the other guy's stuff as well. I'm going to go ahead and actually get the atomic engineering here for the other bonuses that are in that. And we're just going to continue doing all this crap.
I need orders. Fire and will.
Want to do this because we want to get this colonization.
None will survive.
Alright, activate you. It's these guys that's really useless to us, so we're just going to level up the pirates. Bit of a shame, kind of.
Warfare research complete.
I'm never too sure, like, with Vasari, like, what the best way to get into your research is. With Advent, it's pretty clear that you use buildings, but for these guys, it's a little bit trickier. I do think that the Vitra Weapons Lab is probably the way to go, especially if you're maintaining your Tauronite reserves, which, you know, you should be able to spend your Tauronite on that pretty early. After that, we'll go ahead and grab this.
Empire research complete.
And once we've got there, we can start getting the Canrack Assailants, which is going to be the crux of our army. I think it's a really overpowered unit for what it is. So being able to use it is just always really, really good. I shouldn't have got that building though. I should have gotten the labor camp first. You kind of want to just get labor camps on like everything that has metal, basically. And you'll be able to get extra metal off of it.
Warfare research complete.
You know, I'm still going to get this here, even though I missed out the bonus. We'll get one here as well. That's capped out. That's capped out for now. We can get more there later. Yeah, so this is already up to maximum for like its mining for what we're able to do right now, which basically means like we don't have to pay to get this place improved, which is really, really nice. This place doesn't really benefit as much from the labor camps, so we're probably not going to bother getting it there. If it made it cheaper to develop planets as well, that would actually be a different story, but I don't think it does. Okay. Do I care about any of these things, really? I think the Seraphim Overseer is actually really good. So
Planet item online.
Yeah, got the Vitra Weapon Lab, so we start working on that.
Standing by.
How long until we get our other capital?
Is short.
Is it on the way?
Empire research complete.
Looks like it's been built. Where the hell is it, though? Let's see here. Orbital extractors. Oh, there it is.
Don't underestimate me.
All right, so repair nanite cloud is what makes this really, really strong, and the more elite bombers doesn't matter as much at level 1 because we've only got like 2 squadrons.
Warfare
no fighters available for this faction,
complete.
So we're kind of screwed as far as that goes. Gonna wait till this catches up though before we sort of send in everything. But the the bombers for these guys are really, really strong individually, but you only get 3 per squad. And they're like pretty badly out DPS'd by both the Advent bombers for the squadron size and the tech ones even.
Warfare
with the tech bombers being by far the strongest bombers in most respects.
Item
unless people learn to build point defense, which I don't
need orders. An excellent
All right,
plan.
up to tier 2, we're going to go ahead and unlock the Canracks. And we're going to probably wait on that, actually. Ship kill experience might actually be a little bit better since we're going to be locked in on 2 for a little while. So we'll go ahead and grab that. I think we'll just stick with what we got for our tech for a little bit.
What would you ask of me?
All right, so the Revester skirmishers are extremely good. Like, they're kind of stronger than any of the other ships in its tier. but the problem is that they're quite a bit more expensive, but I think they're still worth building, because even accounting for that, they're still more powerful. If we kill all of the starter flak frigates, we'll be able to start killing the bombers really efficiently, so
Empire
it's
research
kind of
complete.
more important to target those first now.
Their death will be quick,
Makes it
but
so that these
not
guys can
painless.
operate unfettered, and makes it so that we can clear out the gravity well
Warfare
faster.
research complete.
They already discovered our other faction here. That's kind of weird. They must have really rushed for that tech. Let's take Ferric Transformation. I'm going to have to build for our other tech tree thing. So we're going to get 3 of these.
Upgrade logistics to unlock more civilian
Get
slots.
that now, so we'll just throw it on a different planet. This is what I started talking about. Like, these guys have a much tighter number of civic slots that they can unlock and use. Makes it a little bit harder for them to actually build stuff up until they get certain resource boosts. We're at 13 minutes. How the hell did they tech that? Or why the hell did they tech that is probably the better question. It's a weird thing to go for, the ability to jump from one place to another this early. But that probably means that they're enough behind in other things that I kind of don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, grab that.
What is it now?
We're going to go ahead and get the elite bombers
Empire
now.
research complete.
Plus 12% weapon damage up to 36, plus 10 hull, plus 6 armor
Civilian
strength.
structure complete.
The amounts of
Logistics
damage and
upgrade
durability that you can
complete.
get through this makes them kind of tanky, but they're still going to die pretty quickly to dedicated point defense. Basically just makes it so your bombers aren't going to die to a single flak attack or like low damage attacks. This also is nice because like I've got a ton of point defense now, so we're not getting killed by that sort of stuff.
You've won us over with your fancy words and your coin.
Okay, so we've got all of this stuff.
Civilian structure complete.
I want the bonus exotic chance now. So I'm going to grab that.
I await your command. Planet lockdown complete. Finally.
Got that planet down.
An excellent plan.
And we didn't pay for it.
Finally.
And it's basically full already. Alright, grab this. I think this place mostly does crystals, but no, mostly metal. Okay. So that'll be good for us. Yeah, it is super weird that they learned to phase jump too here this early. I can't actually remember what our phase jump tech is, but I'm pretty sure it's actually in civilian research. I think it's over here. Yep.
Not enough crystal.
Would love to be able to get this pretty soon, just because I want to catch up on that tech. But we are behind on crystals. I'm going to have to get the cold planet boosted up
Empire
pretty
research
soon
here.
here.
Complete. Our time is short.
Jump to there. We'll
I'll
go ahead
see
and
to
grab
it.
upgrade here. And then as we get enough money to do this, we're going to slowly add in these things that'll help out.
Warfare research complete.
Got access to the Canric
Planet
assailants, which is
item
going to be
online.
a very important part of our economy, or our war efforts, rather.
What would you ask of me?
Yeah, they're 125 metal and 35
Empire research complete.
crystals, so not that expensive, actually. They're pretty cheap considering their damage per second. The fact they're using phase missiles
Logistics
instead of regular
upgrade
missiles.
complete.
Like, they're pretty damn good.
Our fleet has engaged the
I need
enemy.
these guys to
I
draw
need
back.
orders. Absolutely.
This is actually enough
On
missiles
my
that they're punching
way.
through our point defenses a little bit.
Immediately.
Place your
Not too
bids,
badly,
you
though.
scallywags.
Absolutely. Immediately. On my way. What is it now?
Oh, I'm not
I'll
a
see
Vasari
to
player. I'm
it.
an Advent player, but I want to learn all the different factions. So this is me, like, just trying out Vasari here. I'm not really that good with them.
Our time
I can
is short.
beat the AI on a fairly high difficulty with this faction, but I wouldn't trust my opinion about how this faction plays out.
Shields down!
Shields being down on this is fine. It'll start healing itself back up anyway once its armor's down. Alright. This is a
Planet
lot
lockdown
of...
complete. Your orders.
This is a lot of missiles.
Ravage them.
Okay, I'm gonna actually have these guys start by attacking all
Death
these
from above.
missile units. If I can get rid of a couple
Target
of them.
locked.
To be fair, I actually like playing all the factions, so I can't say actually that I'm a pure Advent player. Like in Sins of Solar Empire 1, I mostly played Advent, but I did still play Tech and I did play Vasari, so I do kind of understand what they're about. But I definitely would say that I'm more of an Advent player in terms of my knowledge about how this game works. I do think it's important, though, for Advent players to like play Vasari so that they can understand the weaknesses that Vasari have, so that you can kind of actually play better against them. Because Advent traditionally really struggles against Vasari, and I think that's still true to a certain extent, but I think it's less true than it used to be.
Ready to strike.
These are bad bombing run
Civilian
angles. Did they change how that works?
I need orders.
I'm losing some Revesters, which is actually pretty bad. I should probably back off
Absolutely.
with these. Only ever played Vasari at all. I think it's important to be able to play the other factions at least a little bit. That way you know what they're about. That way you can counter them. I think if you stick with your one faction, like you get in the mindset of like, I don't know how to counter this thing, and then you know you don't learn how to do that.
You've made a fine purchase. No refund.
So that's why I sort of like playing all of them.
What would you ask of me?
You're mine now.
Finally. Warfare research complete.
Let's get another level of that. I guess it's not too important that I upgrade the pulse weapons because we're mostly going to be focusing on other types of things. We'll grab the gravity warheads. Those are important for locking in enemies into a region and stopping them from like attacking wherever it is they want to attack. This is probably going to die here, and I can't really get more Harkas, but it is tough, and I think it's in range of the circle. No, it's not. Let's move up with this guy. The problem with this guy is the light wave guns and the heavy phase missile on this are pretty bad DPS. Okay.
What would you ask of me?
Guess I have an Overseer. I don't actually know how much that 15% really matters, but I feel like it's a good idea to have that bonus. Generally speaking. Alright, let's get more crystal if I can. How about you? Do you have crystals? You got one.
Quickly!
Okay, we're gonna get Repair Cloud and keep that one leveled up. We're gonna level up Nanite Armor last, if at all, really, because while it's quite good, I think it's the least important out of these. It probably is the most important against real people, though, because this really protects you against focus fire. Now that I've got these Canrack Assailants on the field, like, I feel a noticeable difference in striking power already, even though I've only got, like, a handful of them.
Logistics upgrade
The damage per second
complete.
on those things is just so crazy. Like, all the missile ships, basically. Grab Orbital Extractor, bonuses. You just always want to be improving your economy, I think. I would love to get into a multiplayer match of this game, honestly. That's something I would really like.
Yes,
oh, shit, I should move these guys just a little bit forward.
I'll see to it. Give me a target.
This is already fully upgraded. Having that colonization at level 2, I think, is the perfect level. You don't want to get it to level 3 necessarily, because like it gets wasted way too many times. But it always uses the level 2. I think that's actually really strong. Okay, how are we doing on our orbital extractors here? One more.
Upgrade logistics to unlock more civilian slots.
Might as well do
Civilian
both.
structure complete. Empire research complete.
I am
Okay.
listening, my
And
friend.
now we have to just sort of sit here for literally like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. It's kind of bad, but whatever, it's fine.
Speed.
While this is happening, we can sort of spam out units.
Logistics upgrade complete.
I do think that Vasari have like one of the most interesting playstyles, though, so I do think that there's a lot going on for them. I just don't like their aesthetic as much as I like Advent's, but the fact that they're much more
Warfare
mobile than the other
research
factions
complete.
makes them really fun to play. Although I don't use phase gates as much as I honestly should. I should use phase gates more often. Not 100% sure on what I should be doing here. Yeah, I don't gain tremendous bonuses from any of those things. What I probably want to do
Scouts have discovered a
take regenerative
colonizable
shielding here.
planet.
I could also think about just getting to the next tech level. I think that might actually also be a good call. I don't need Carastros. They're kind of useless. I'm not going for a build where I would use the Raiders, so I'm probably not going to think about that too
Civilian
much.
structure complete.
The one thing is, against tech, they do counter the missiles a little bit, in that they can get capitals that negate 35% of the damage.
Mining upgrade complete.
Haven't played a multiplayer either yet. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get into. I joined the Discord, so I'm going to try and find a game on there. The thing that I've noticed is, like, people seem to like playing the big team
Civilian
games, and I
structure
don't like the big
complete.
team games as much.
What would you ask of me? Not
Crystal that I'm
enough
getting bottlenecked by.
crystal.
I kind of knew that that's how this worked with this faction, because they don't have an easy way to get
Civilian
more crystal
structure
like
complete.
super quickly. But still kind of annoying, I will say.
You've
One of
made a
those.
fine purchase. And no refunds.
I am probably going to have to try and go up to the next civic tier.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet. Empire research complete.
Let's see here. If I could get maybe this, that would actually boost up our crystal production by a decent amount. I kind of wish that you could use the labor stuff to get increases on your crystal production. Thankfully, we did get crystal on that.
Point way to next conquest.
Devious.
All right, this
An
guy
auction
looks a little
is
overly
underway.
I don't need emergency phase shifters.
What would you ask of me?
And I could get a Volcarus Desolator. I don't really think the Volcarus is necessarily that good. I'd rather get a Cortal next, so we'll probably hope for that.
Our time
So I'm
is
looking at
short.
getting a bunch of these guys. If you can just get like 50 of them or something like that, then you're in a pretty good spot for like damage dealing. You can just sort of focus down and kill whatever you're sort of up against. Now's a perfect time, though, with all that money that sort of came in for free, to build another 4 of the Empire Labs. And then get that.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Full lockdown. I kind of wish it was like not the build
Warfare research
speed, but rather the
complete.
build cost, but I can kind of see why it's not. Let's get the admin uplink. We kind of need that to keep building stuff. Otherwise we get bottlenecked really, really badly. Although, admittedly, I'm pretty badly bottlenecked even with that. Next up, I don't necessarily know if I need the improved phase detection, but it's probably a good idea for me to actually get that. Being able to do scouting stuff is probably smart. I would like second-gen crews, and we can actually access this, so we're just going to buy crystals with all our money, since we don't actually use money for anything with this faction.
Our time is short.
What was I thinking, though? Right, second-generation crews we're going to start working on. and then
Logistics
probably
upgrade
start working on
complete.
Warfare 3. Does this place have any room for this after I upgrade this?
More metal is required.
It looks like we're short on metal. The ratio is
I need
actually
orders.
still in favor of metal.
Executing.
I'm thinking actually the Repair Cloud Elite Bomber combination is probably not the combination to go for if I'm going for Revestras. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, nice to see you, and have fun at work. I think that, yeah, I think the Scarantra is probably not the right call when I've got the composition that I've got here. I think it's more of a one that you pick if you're going for brawlers, I guess. I
Civilian
don't know,
structure
actually.
complete.
I do kind of need it for the point defense, though. Let's get that for more mining.
Empire research complete.
Okay, we can get another level
Civilian
of that
structure
there.
complete.
That's all fine as is.
Scouts have discovered a
Okay.
colonizable planet.
I want to see if they've actually started colonizing along this expanded area here. Doesn't look like it. I think we can make it to Praxetus.
Standing by.
And I think that we can outbrawl them if we get into a
Consider
fight
it
early, so
done.
getting down to here
Warfare
would actually be
research
quite
complete.
good early. I should try to use some of our phase stuff, though, now. We need to get our culture spread.
Civilian
For that, we're gonna
structure
want
complete.
That here. Let's grab another one of these
You've made
things.
a fine purchase. And no refunds.
Civilian structure complete. Mining upgrade complete.
Catalog would be good here. And then getting these two techs might be good in a little bit, but we'll sort of see how things are going. Why is this locked behind something? Phase space monitoring. Oh, I need that. Interesting. Well, in any event,
I need orders.
take this composition and set them to move in formation. And we'll probably get them to head over to Predexis.
Devious.
Right away. Okay. Admin uplink. I can't build it yet. So we could get 3 Empire research points from the Severa Genetics Lab on here. So this is probably what we build on this planet. I don't know if we go for debris reclaimers here. So it's probably going to be the Severa Genetics, and then it's probably going to be admin uplink. In the meantime, though, I do want to get our culture building built,
Empire research complete.
so that we can get the plus 12% spread across all of here. Having it sort of near the center is how you do that, in my opinion. So that it reaches across to a lot more stuff. Okay, we'll get the increased hull regeneration. Would also like to get bifurcative shielding eventually.
Empire research tier complete. Speak. More metal is required.
Okay. Should have been
More
building these a little bit
metal
earlier,
is
but
required.
this is fine, roughly. I probably should build more production soon, too. The problem is you're so tight on construction slots in this game. Like, that's why something like the admin uplink, which just gives you more build slots, is so important. The admin giving you, like, influence points as well is kind of crazy, because you build this on, like, all of your planets for those extra orbital slots, because being able to have, like, 3 additional orbitals, if you have that and you've got something like the
Warfare
Control Weapons Lab,
research
that's 6
complete.
orbital slots for, like, 2 planet slots, that's really, really good. And you can always chuck, like, when you're further out, the Exodus Debris Reclamation Center, although I usually don't. Just because, like, you don't need it anymore, per se.
Empire research complete.
Alright, we got phase lane detection, I guess. Weird sound coming from my bathroom, but that's fine. Alright. This is not going to be the most elegant of jump-ins, as you can see here. Some of my forward ships have decided to get here way earlier.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy. Quickly!
Come on. Click on these damn things here.
Executing. Speak. Finally. An excellent plan.
Just grabbing the Harkas, because they're a fairly high tier unit, that's pretty expensive, so being able to grab them for free basically makes it so that we just
Our
boost up our
time is
army a little
short.
bit while we're on the way. Just gonna build way more of these guys here. Okay.
More metal is required.
There we go. Yeah, getting to...
Planet item online.
Getting to our next level of tech here is painful. Alright, I need more of these guys.
More metal is required. Speak.
They Again, we don't need this anymore. What we're going to do is take Subspace Rupture just because it's a good damage output ability. It's not great, but if it's upgraded, it can do some damage.
Logistics upgrade complete. Maximum civilian orbit slots reached.
Gonna focus a lot of it around here, so. Admin uplink not available till this is a higher level, right? Yeah, planet level 5. We need a tech though, so that this planet gets upgraded. That's all the way
Civilian
over
structure
here.
complete.
Genetic catalog.
Warfare research complete. Empire research complete.
Down here, meanwhile, we've got
Civilian structure
stuff going
complete.
pretty damn well here. I don't even think we've lost any Harkas. Okay.
I am listening, my friend.
So this will be a very nice, lucrative planet for us to have. But we can also jump pretty quickly to this Terran world.
Planet lockdown
I should have actually got these a little bit earlier. Okay, we can actually upgrade this fully already, but
I am listening, my friend.
Finally, I'll see to it.
Place your bids, you
I'm
scallywag.
gonna actually jump back.
An excellent plan. Civilian structure complete.
I would like. I don't need credits though. I would like to take
Civilian
those.
structure complete.
But
Logistics
900.
upgrade complete.
The thing that I kind of need from this tier is something like the Cortova suppressors, but I don't 100% need those. It's kind of iffy. I think what we're going to do is take bifurcated shields next. Just keep up that sort of stuff.
Preparing
Yeah,
for
I kinda thought that was
phase
the
jump.
case. My opponent has decided to see me going around and has decided to attack. Going to rally up my
Preparing
forces
for
over here.
phase jump. I'll see to it. Preparing for
And
phase
with our fleet
jump.
sort of coordinated over
Our
here, we'll be
time
able
is
to
short. Planet item
fend these guys off.
online.
They'll take a little while over here derping about, but what they're actually likely to jump to is Rizov, because the AI likes jumping to Rizov. You can actually see that they've already organized themselves over here for that jump. However, we can try to defend this a
More
little bit.
metal is required.
Not very well, but
Next time, place a bid.
I don't really know if I care about any of this sort of stuff. I wouldn't mind getting Pirate Wager, but it's less useful for
Empire
Vasari as
research
compared to like
complete.
everybody else, so...
Mining upgrade complete. Give me a target. Our time is short.
Okay. I think we start working on getting another cap, and for that I actually want to make sure that we got the tech here. If you've got access to the thing that gives you better exotics, rare exotics chance, like the extra
Warfare
ones,
research
it's
complete.
really, really strong. If you don't have that, it's kind of weaker to do that, so you want to save those for after you've researched that. Grab Phase Resonator, and we are going to get that.
Speak. Civilian structure complete.
Alright, fleet's on the way. One of the things that's kind of unfortunate is I can't get the Orculus until
Enemy
tier
forces
3,
have arrived.
which is kind of bad.
What would
Should
you
be able
ask
to do
of
our
me?
jump over to here pretty soon.
Preparing for phase jump.
Our capitals have not left yet, which is kind of brutal. This might actually cause this planet to go down, because they're going to be attacking it pretty soon here. And it doesn't have a ton of hit points or anything like that, so... we could send in a distraction force already.
Finally.
Start sending in units a little bit early. We actually have a decent number
Our
sort of
time
collected in the
is
area, but we are
short.
going to be at a big disadvantage while we're fighting early.
Preparing for phase jump.
It's really going to come down to, like, if they really focus this planet down with their one capital, it'll go down relatively quickly.
Hostile forces are sieging our planet.
But with just one capital, it's not going to go down immediately. If they get distracted and start sending these Cobalt Light frigates over towards this stuff, then we're going to be in a big advantage. And we're getting jumped-ins from 2 different locations, so Also
What
switch
would
these
you
guys
ask
off
of
of
me?
that and get them to jump faster instead. These things are not actually great against a lot of the stuff that we're fighting against here. So we do have to be very careful about that fact. Like, these little friggety things are not what we want to be fighting with this guy.
In position.
But we can still do it.
Poised to strike. Give me a target. They shall not
Actually aim at
survive.
that. These guys are all probably dead here,
Victory is at
but
hand.
we got a nice flank in.
Warfare research
They
tier
got another capital
complete.
copped in here.
In position.
Ugh.
Speak.
Okay, let's start getting our exotics here.
Empire research
I
complete.
could do it with just the, exotics factory or whatever, but yeah, these guys are getting swarmed. They're probably all going to get killed. That's fine. They're not that expensive. We've managed to scare off this guy, which is actually quite good. But we're not going to be able to do much about this stuff until our other guys get into the combat, which is going to take a while. Why did these guys run over here?
Warfare research
these are the builders.
complete.
They still... What is this? Robotics cruiser. Alright, these guys coming in is going to be what sort of lets us fight this stuff. The Harkas is also what lets us fight these things. Sort of an overseer is going to be annoying
Our
the hell out of
fleet has
all this other
engaged
stuff,
the
and our
enemy.
capitals have made it in.
Don't
Started
underestimate
healing our
me.
stuff as well.
Exploratory nanites
Doing
have
that.
found exotic resources. Executing. What would you ask of me? Exploratory nanites have found
Okay.
exotic resources. Our time is short.
We want to get our Cortal Devastator now. I did want to get one of these. They've stolen one of our Canrax here. That's fine. Sort of going back and forth, stealing each other's stuff with pirates.
Speak.
It's kind of funny.
Our time is short.
We got another Hoshiko. Let's steal another. I'm just gonna steal that.
I'll see to it.
Then we're gonna go ahead and equip another pirate. Unfortunately, it doesn't let us equip it, but that's fine.
Speak.
I actually kind of need Revestras because they're going so heavy on the stuff they're going on. But we have functionally saved this planet. Gonna get those.
Our time is short.
Yeah, the Portal Devastator is gonna make a big difference to what's happening here. The nice thing is you can see our stuff is sort of just surviving now that we got the fleet here. And that's partly because of the Supernatural Carrier's like, repair
underestimate
cloud.
me.
It's very, very strong at keeping our ships alive. And we're sort of just slowly grinding away and killing these guys because they don't have any healers because we keep stealing their healer-type ships. They're also reduced by 15% of weapon damage because we've got Sarev and
We shall
Overseers,
rule again.
which is very nice. I do want to get something that is in this tier, though, that is capable of dealing damage to this sort of stuff. We can actually get that now. What I want to get first is probably the missile upgrades, which I think is all the way down here. Nope. Where the hell? I can't remember where the missile upgrades are.
Empire
Oh, it's this.
research
They look weird.
complete.
That's why I can't find them. We probably want these guys, the Kortovas. That's sort of my opinion about what we get here. Looks like they're breaking off, so they've decided that they've had enough, and they're not winning this fight.
Quickly. No retreat.
I actually don't want to be killing this thing because I want to kind of get it back. Might not have enough cooldown for that, though.
Speak. An auction is underway.
Get the
I'm gonna
order.
divert every single attack against this guy.
The time has come to kill.
If we can knock off this guy, we might actually level.
Civilian structure complete. What would you ask of me?
Got a job for me?
Okay, so we managed to get this place stabilized back again.
Civilian structure
We managed
complete.
to kill this guy,
What is
and
it now?
we still have control over the first
Consider
planet in
it
the center
done.
area.
Give me a
So-
target.
we're doing pretty well here, I'd say.
Our time is short.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Actually, no, we'll get the Lacerax. Either of these options are kind of point defense ships, which is a bit weird, but that's how this faction works.
Got a job for me?
Yeah, so that worked out okay.
Empire research complete. What would you ask of me?
I wouldn't mind getting...
Excellent plan. Speak. You failed to place a bid.
I didn't fail to, I just didn't want to. Let's go ahead and get an admin uplink there. I really wish I could get a starbase up pretty quickly, but they're very expensive for this faction. I'm going to build some scouts. And I do think I need more production, so I am going to build another production building here. Once I've got enough. Looks like we're fighting.
What would you ask of me?
It's actually probably just them warping back and forth with a bunch of stuff.
In position. Our fleet has engaged the enemy. Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources. Quickly! Speak!
Well, I would like to have a
Logistics
dedicated sort of
upgrade
secondary fleet
complete.
sitting around there. I think I want to try and make sure I get this planet. And once we've gotten ourselves into a position where we're producing more stuff more quickly, which is I think what we're sort of focusing on right now, I think we use that as an impetus to like use a really fast push against the enemy there, using our superior economy, because we should have a superior economy to them right now. This place got battered, so we lost a whole bunch of our production of crystals, but I think we're back online with that.
What would you ask of me?
Did we have
Planet
culture here?
item online.
Probably should actually get
Civilian
some culture out
structure
here.
complete.
Oh, shit.
What would you ask of me?
I hate this process. This is the stupidest thing in the world. Alright. This is where I want phase, and I want to be moving a little bit faster in warp so that I can beat them to places. That would probably be useful. But I'm probably going to get that as a ship research thing rather than something else. I could also get the Orculus unlocked.
Logistics upgrade complete. Preparing for
This'll take a
phase
while.
jump. Time
This guy.
is fleeting.
Okay. Jam Weapons is a supremely powerful ability. And we're going to take Power Surge. It just makes this guy better at brawling. He's already pretty good at that, obviously, but... Alright, so all of these guys are sort of here. They've suddenly got their weapons jammed, so their DPS is dropped by a lot. They're probably going to kill these three things, but you know what? That's fine.
Exploratory nanites have found
Meanwhile, they're just going
exotic
to get, like,
resources.
destroyed by this guy. Actually...
You've made a fine purchase. No refunds.
They tried sending a siege frigate. They were really optimistic about this attack.
Speak.
Do you know what might be better, actually, is just going
Warfare
towards this jump,
research complete.
and then just going straight for their planet.
An excellent
I think we're already
plan.
ahead in terms of enough of stuff after that big battle that we should actually just be
Civilian
able to strike them
structure
directly.
complete.
So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Just going to build another factory again. We'll build one over here in Rizov. Oh, I forgot to get that thing. Yeah, well, I kind of don't need it. Just go ahead and take what we got and that out-muscle the ever-loving hell out of them. Can I get to the next tier of this? Yes, I can. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, so instead of jumping to this midpoint and sort of contesting, I'm just going to go strike at their homeworlds and see if I can get straight to their like core planets and destroy them there. Might be a good idea for me to get the beam modulators here so that I can kill their home planet a little bit faster, which would definitely make them more rushed. So if we're going down to it, what we're doing here is just base racing. If my opponent's going to hop back and forth and be a nuisance that way, I'm just going to go ahead and kill him. The organic reclamation nanites might be good here. Costs a lot to build, though.
What would you ask of me?
Look at this gigantic-ass fleet, and look how badly spread out it is. Fantastic. I think given what we're fighting against, I want like 30 of these guys. I also do want the Lasar transporters, but we're not quite done teching into those yet, so... Just gonna have to wait a little bit. Ooh, we lost some Serevans.
Not enough crystal.
That really hurts because we don't have that crystal. Don't really have an easy way to get a lot more of it either. Alright.
Time
so the Dracus here is going to
fleeting.
just be our big brute bully unit. That's going to make it so that we
Civilian
can sort of kill
structure
all their
complete.
stuff there. But more importantly, jam weapons. Like, minus 12% reload in that area is super, super good. The weapon tracking speed doesn't matter too much, but can matter against point
What
defense.
would you ask of me?
So it's pretty good there.
Finally.
I'm actually just going to do jump straight to here. I think that he's going to probably see this and he's going to start moving.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Don't really care about what's going on with that guy. Yeah, so they're sending like siege frigates. They're going to try and like blitz down one of my planets. It's the AI. They're not that clever though.
What
So
would you ask of me?
can we start getting Lasarax queued up at least? I don't know.
Preparing for phase jump.
62 seconds. It's a long ass way.
Empire research
I'm actually
complete.
going to go ahead and get a little bit of research speed boosts here. It's taking me too long to get any of this otherwise. Let's get the upgrades from something else here. Do I want that? Not really. Looking at your tech tree is always interesting. Phase jump charge time is going to be really good. I should get phase jump charge time when I'm doing those back and forths, because if I can get that done, I can like sort of beat them to the place. Looks like they've jumped away with their fleet here, so we've got the free
I
reign
need
on the
orders.
planet.
I bring glorious death.
Not sure why these guys are chasing these little ships here, but looks like our opponents switched over to Caleb Goss frigates, which we beat really badly with basically like everything we're using except for the Harkas, which we're only using stolen Harkas anyway, so who cares?
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
The important thing is we're just going to
Warfare
bombard this
research
planet quite
complete.
down quite quickly here.
What would you ask of
Would
me?
love to get another portal.
Research rate upgrade complete.
For that purpose, I'm actually going to do some more planetary explorations, I think. Get Tauronite here relatively frequently.
Hostile forces
Maybe
are
we get
sieging our planet.
a bonus to something here. If they siege me over that planet, I kind of don't care. Like, we'll be threatening their home core worlds while they're threatening that weird little planet that we got sort of in the center. And that's to our advantage by a huge margin, especially like since we're just going to go hop over to their capital next. I could even capital snipe them, but I think that this is probably the better option. It's probably not, actually. It's probably better to just capital snipe them. We are going through their stuff pretty fast, though.
Your influence is noted. We have a deal. Your
Getting access to the
influence
remote
is
TACDEV
noted.
boost is actually pretty
We have a
possible for these
deal.
guys, and is very, very strong to
Don't underestimate
do.
me.
We'll get another repair cloud level.
Research rate upgrade complete. Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources. Our time is short.
Yeah, our tech speed is taking us way too long. Do they just have, like, one of these guys here? Okay, you know what?
Empire research complete.
Let's give this a try. I don't know if I'll save this in time, but I don't think I will. I should have been paying more attention to it. We have got bonus speed on the planetary development and everything like that, so it might be possible, actually, as well as the orbital structure build times. The fact that the
Next time,
defense
place
on this
a
hasn't
bid.
killed that is kind of impressive. What is our point defense actually shooting at? Looks like the point defenses are shooting at not their goddamn bombers. They are shooting down the bombs though, so that's good at least, but like, they're shooting point defenses into these structures, which is weird.
The planet is ours for the taking.
Alright, we've taken that
Don't
down.
waste my
Taking another level of
time.
jam weapons.
Standing by.
I'm
Exploratory
not gonna actually
nanites
bully
have
that guy.
found
I'm gonna go ahead and
exotic
head over to here.
resources. Devious.
And they're gonna stop, like, sort of
Our
meandering
time
around
is
doing annoying
short.
crap. Oh,
Executing. I will
never mind. We're gonna
leave
fight here.
nothing but dust. One of our colonies has been
They
lost.
did destroy our colony, damn.
What
Okay.
do you need? A cunning plan. Speak. Not enough crystal.
I await your command.
Well, I probably should be killing other javelises.
Don't waste my time. A good day for you to die. In position. They shall not survive. Give me a target. In position. Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources. Ready weapon systems. They shall not survive. What would you ask of me? Not enough crystal. Warfare research
These
complete.
guys do survive hits from those pretty effectively. Not ideal for us. Getting flanked by the TDN Titanev.
Speak.
I'm gonna turn that into autocast, actually. Getting rid of all these Cobalt Light Frigates, and also causing some damage to these Shrikens would be good for us here.
In position. Don't waste my time.
Damn it. Alright.
Hardly a challenge. What is it now?
My opponent's like, this guy's using pirates, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we are countering those, I guess.
Don't rush me. I
think our opponents
crush
decided
you.
that they're gonna stand and fight here is what's happening.
What would you ask of me? Our time is short. Warfare research complete. I'll see to it.
Stealing Hoshikos is always very satisfying and always a good idea to do. Cobalt's getting shredded
Don't
through
waste
pretty
my
quickly.
time.
Pretty happy with the results over here. Another subspace rupture will probably be the end of all of these guys here. The TDN Pneumenia is
My
just about down, I feel like.
It's yours.
Power surge. Lost track of my economy upgrades, and you know what, that kind of sucks, but yeah. Let's get improved reactor designs. I kind of wonder why those are in civilian.
I await your command.
Alright,
What would you ask
cap
of
level ability
me?
here, drain planet. Kind of not that important for us, honestly. Did I never research volcanics? I never did.
I need orders.
Alright, pretty decent victory there. Yeah, they got away, that's fine. Alright. So let's go ahead and go threaten their whole
Excellent
planet.
plan. Our time is short. Not enough crystal.
So yeah, like them taking this planet off of us kind of doesn't matter that much to me. The fact that we got a bunch of resources off of it is good. The fact that we didn't pay for the upgrades on mining is good, although we did pay for a couple of the upgrades on that planet. End of the day, like, we just sort of got a bunch of stuff for free out of that situation. And that's kind of what matters to me.
Warfare research complete.
Considering that we're playing on a fairly high difficulty here, this is going to surprisingly, well, not that surprisingly, I've beaten this difficulty before, but
Standing
it's going
by.
really well in terms of, like, just being able to beat them to death.
excellent plan.
Like, all of the
Speak.
Vasari stuff is just really high quality, which is making them, like, a lot of fun to play as. Because they can just bludgeon everyone else to death without really having to think about it. With, like, Advent, you have to think about all these weird, like, combinations and
Empire
counters and
research
stuff like that.
complete.
With these guys, you can sort of just out-muscle stuff. It's like you got these ridiculously powerful missiles and stuff like that. You've got these ridiculously powerful capitals. You've got, like, a really powerful frigate, even.
Standing
Like,
by.
this guy's actually substantially more powerful than his contemporaries. Just for no reason. Not for no reason, but still. And you're probably just about as good at grindy fights thanks to your massive amount of, like, hull regeneration that you can potentially get. 186% hull regeneration is really, really fancy. Okay. So, at this point in time, now that we're threatening their capital, they kind of have to fight us.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Especially since we're just going to run up and use Drain Planet on them.
Short.
It's like, what are you supposed to do, like, about that sort of thing? It's a real awkward situation to be in. I want to reposition this fleet, though, so that we're clustered
What now?
around our capitals.
Absolutely. Poised
And the
to
reason
strike.
is, if they attack from
The
here, which they
order
probably
is
will,
given.
I want to
Give
make sure that
me
my
a
ships are all sort of
target.
located near our
Cunning.
capitals.
Our time is
Alright,
short.
money, please. Wow. Just sucking the stuff out of the planet there. This is such a good ability.
Speak.
Alright, thank you for the cash. Thank you for the money.
Not
Turn it
enough
into more
crystal.
stuff that we're going to keep rushing you down with.
An auction
Looks like
is
we need to do one of
underway.
these, man. We do pop cap pretty quickly, even though our pop cap numbers are actually kind of weird. They're higher than
In
everyone else's.
position. Ready weapon systems.
What now?
Victory is at hand. We are assembled. Death from above. Warfare research complete.
Marza over here is like, I've got lots of missile launchers. It's you know, not going to be a problem for me to just out-missile everything. And then this happens to it, and it's very tragic and sad.
Speak.
Alright, this I actually do really want. Let's grab that. Like, it does have a lot of missiles. Like, it is a very powerful missile ship, but
What is it now?
not enough for this.
Consider it done.
I want to get this guy over here and have him attacking this guy, because I want him to be helping out with the shield boost, or the regen boost, rather. The enemy not really diverting enough of their forces to fight here is kind of funny. You can really see the effects of all this.
You have secured the auction.
I actually just steal this guy.
Devious. I will leave nothing but dust.
Just taking pirates is like such an efficient way to do things.
Time is fleeting.
They're firing at that.
Give the order.
They
I will.
shall not survive.
Accidentally eliminated you and I want to
Quickly.
steal. Alright, you back to
Don't
work on the planet.
underestimate me. Their end is inevitable. Devious. I'll end
Lol.
them swiftly. Empire research complete. In position. Finally. Yes. The
These
time
Kellogg's
has come
phosphorates
to
are actually a
kill.
little bit dangerous here.
Give
They
me a target.
probably are going to destroy this Revan pretty quickly. On the other hand, though,
What would you
Counterpoint.
ask of me?
I don't need these active right now all that much. That needs to be cast on this kind of thing. not
Warfare
on
research
capital.
complete.
Alright, this is going to be a pretty quick rush down that we've done compared to what we've been doing otherwise. In 36 seconds we get another Drain Planet, which is a decent amount of bombing damage. It's like 120, I guess, or something like that. Oh no, it's substantially more than that. It's like 900. Still,
Empire research
ideal.
complete.
you're being killed by our Hoshiko, you're being killed by Hoshiko, you bastard. I'm the one who's supposed to be healing. Still, they're letting this happen, and meanwhile their capital's getting destroyed, so kind of, like, meh.
Their death will be quick, but not painless. Poised to strike. I'll end them swiftly. I'll end them
that there.
swiftly. Their end is inevitable.
Probably over damaging these things. Like they're probably
I'll
dying
end them
way too much
swiftly.
damage.
What
These
now?
guys I actually want down
None
here
will survive.
in that fight, since they all
In
counter these things
position.
pretty effectively. I want to
They
destroy
shall
this. They
not
stop
survive.
sending out new Harkas constantly.
Quickly!
Accidentally
Their
I didn't
end
mean to there.
is inevitable.
And yeah, we're giving them the big suck again.
Speak.
Stealing all their stuff. It's such a bad bombardment ability because it doesn't actually like destroy the planet that quickly compared to other bombardment abilities, but it is very funny. And if you can keep doing it, like, it is a lot of extra resources.
The enemy is out there. Precisely.
Drop the damage by
It's
8 points
time
again.
to move.
Yeah, the Harkas do good damage against the Calebs. So that's sort of what we're aiming for here.
What do you need? Victory is ours.
Well, that was a faster one. I've gotten better at, like, just building stuff quickly, but it's definitely better for the Vasari to do that than it is for Advent, because you can get access to those units that do that faster. Yeah, I didn't really get to explore a ton of what they're about necessarily, but that's kind of the thing with them, is you don't really need to think with Vasari that much. They're kind of just a very easy-to-use faction. I didn't think that was going to take as little time as it did. I'm going to go ahead and play some Mechabellum right now. I don't have enough time for another match of this, even if it goes short again. Uh-oh, there's an update for Mechabellum. Pretty small one, though. Actually, no, it's like, oh yeah, no, this will be really fast, and then it's like you do the first part of it, and it's like patching 2.3 gigabytes, which wasn't there in the first place. Just added on afterwards. Great, thanks, game. I definitely think on the harder difficulties, like, the AI just does not do a very great job of not crumbling after it commits to that first fight, and it usually overcommits to that first fight. So what usually sort of happens is you can get in a situation where you're up against even the impossible AI, and what you can sort of do is jump to the middle systems, and it will almost always bait the AI into attacking one of your core systems, and then you just jump backwards on top of them. And during that time, you should have like the ability to beat them in your home systems there, either because you're going to be adding more defensive platforms, because you've got shorter supply lines, because of a variety of different reasons. And if you beat them in that first fight and maintain a little bit of your fleet, you can pretty easily end up in a situation where you're just able to crush them. And if that happens, then they basically never recover, and they don't retreat early enough from that first fight when it starts turning against them. I think it's easier to do that as Advent and as Vasari, because what tends to happen is the AI will look at the situation and think, I've got lots of these like kobolds or whatever, I've got lots of these shrikes, so that means I can sort of outmass my opponent. And like, that could kind of be true, but since the AI is pretty bad at focus fire, and since those units are actually really bad for their cost, you end up in a situation where they think they're going to win, but all the support elements of the Vasari or the Advent that keep their units alive through whatever you're fighting makes it so that you're grinding down all those like Corvettes or other things for tech or for the AI or whatever it is they're doing. And as they start losing numbers, they start it starts snowballing, because you keep getting your reinforcements really, really quickly. They get theirs much more slowly, and your units are killing their units, and their units are not killing your units because they don't focus fire properly. So you end up in a situation where you win that first fight fairly convincingly without losing too many units, and it just gets worse and worse and worse for the AI after that, because you can sort of take like a planet, using that time. You can chase them down in a couple fights there and make sure that you're ahead of them and kill a couple of their stacks as they're trying to sort of reinforce. And as you're sort of taking losses, or as they're sort of taking like some chip losses, your lead over them just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger when they should be sort of consolidating and trying to recover, or trying to take another engagement where they're advantaged instead of you. So I think as long as you don't get distracted, you can actually beat the unfair AI or the impossible AI pretty easily. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can find this. Mechabellum. Is this going to work? Maybe not. Yep, there we go. All right, we switched to Mechabellum. Let's go ahead and do some multiplayer. Yeah, Vasari I think is a really fun faction to play, and I'm gonna probably look into playing some more of this, but Sins of Solar Empire is a hard game to sort of do live because you have to focus on a lot of stuff. Like, I missed a lot of moments, and it's a game where I think you do way better if you're sort of like focusing on what you're supposed to be doing instead of streaming. And it's a long game where there's a lot of downtime, so the moment-to-moment action just isn't there for it. So I think that it's better for me to make videos of it. I've actually tried to make some videos of it for like the Advent units, and I think that those are going to come up today. But yeah, like, it's a fun game. I really, really like it. It's just it's hard to get into the multiplayer because it's such a complicated one to figure out what's going on, and no one really tells you how to play it. I've never seen a good video explaining how to do multiplayer games. What we need are some of those like classic StarCraft community commentators to like really tell you how to do things, break it down for you in a very structural way. I don't think that kind of commentary though works for Sins of Solar Empire because it is a much more complicated game. There is much more broad stuff that needs to be done, and since everything happens on a longer time scale, you've got much more time to sort of look at what your opponent's doing and build a counter for it. So countering becomes much more relevant than it does in something like StarCraft. Yeah, I can't believe I beat that, though, in like an hour and 10. That was, like, really fast for me on that difficulty. Am I game crashing or something? Yep, there we go. Okay, so I like the Farseers. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna try, like, carry Sledge, maybe? See if that still works. I think my opponent's at a slight advantage here. So something like that, maybe. And what we're going to want to unlock here, if I'm going to be doing what I'm doing here, might be a good idea to get the Marksman. Yep, glad I got Marksman here. Nice split on these guys, that's really good. Locked onto these guys right away. Unfortunately, the marksmen themselves are going to get killed pretty quickly here. Not much I can do about that. Unless these tanks lock onto them. Nope. And then these things do beat the tanks, unfortunately. Pretty badly, too. That's fine, though. What is this? Giant Specialist? Oh, that's not good. Okay, Scorpion would be really good here. And I think that's what we take. I could take the Wrath, though. That would actually potentially be interesting. I'm going to take the Scorpion, though. Good against Giants as well, so can definitely make use of it. And we can do something kind of crazy here, and we can go like this, and then like this. Yeah, they've gone for more of these spiders, and they've also gone for a scorpion. I definitely need more chaff, given what's happening here. But I do actually think that sledge becomes interesting once we've got that chaff out, so I'm thinking of getting that and then getting like the mechanical rage range increase sledges. The only problem is they do really badly against giants, so that's a bit of a problem. Maybe I don't get chaff because they're getting like these sort of things here, but I do kind of need it because like they've also got scorpions. And their scorpions have locked onto my scorpions, so that's way worse than me locking onto what I have, but... Okay, my opponent's definitely going to win this one. Because he's basically got like what I've got plus. But that is fine. Okay, got our parse here, which is really, really good. It's going to help out with a bunch of other stuff as well. I'm going to go skip here. Actually, electromagnetic impact. We'll take it. We'll drop it right here. And we'll go ahead and get two more of these guys. And I would love to get shields on them. But we'll have to get that later. Now we're doing this kind of stuff here. And... scanning radar would be pretty good here. I think we don't get that just yet, though. I think what we will do is we'll get that range enhancement, like I said. Range enhancement on these guys might have been better, actually. Get that first would have been stronger. Was good to get more of these guys, though. So this increased by... equal to HP, so the higher the level they are, the more that does. They don't gain levels very quickly, though, because they're just chaff that dies. Opponent's going for a large number of units. Probably smarter than what I'm doing, honestly. Honestly, I probably need stuff that kills these stupid like blue guys faster, more efficiently. Yeah, killing these guys off faster would be a really good thing for me. Might win this round, though. Yep, I win this round. Okay. Well, I really think that Ion Blast is strong, but I'm not sure if it's great here. I'm going to take it anyway, but we're taking that. We're going to go ahead and get two more units of sledges. We're going to start committing to those. And then we're going to go ahead and get an attack boost. My opponent might also have the Ion Blast, in which case, you know, is what it is kind of situation, but... Makes that tougher. Okay. I'm going to need to get the expanded range on these guys. They're just not going to be able to sort of stay alive without that. And I also need upgrades on the friggin' these guys. A lot of stuff I need right now. Hopefully this is placed correctly. I might not have put that in the right spot. Ooh, is that going to live? It is going to live. Fortunately, we did get the snipers with that, thankfully. That was a very good ion blast, actually. One is getting some tech here. I would love to get the EM shots on this guy and get some more Farseers. I think we're going to turn this around and beat this guy pretty badly, actually. He's not getting any giants, which is interesting. Orbital bombardment? Sure, why not? Just keep doing what we're doing. If we're getting some of these sorts of things anyway, we might as well keep getting them. Alright. So I think what we'll do here is we'll get the range. I'm going to get 2 more of these guys. And then we'll get some unit upgrades. In particular, I would like to get some of those guys. Promote you, promote you. Would also like to promote this guy, but he does enough damage right now to not need it. Orbital bombarding me as well, so I think his is a little bit better. Starting to realize the sheer power that is dropping like all these orbitals on people. He's got a shield as well, so he's going to win this round, I think. I think he's got enough of a lead based on all that he's dropping on me. But I think overall we're going to be in a better position, and we can electromag his shield next turn. He's going for snipers. Okay. Yeah, once we get shield block, these guys last a lot longer. And once we get some of our other stuff... What's this? Yeah, I'm seriously thinking of getting like 2 or 3 of these guys and then getting them in increase on their stuff there. The fact that that missed my sniper is actually really good. Nice, okay. We're actually going to win this round. I did not think we'd win this round. Nice. Alright. So... might be a good idea to get the 2 squads of Fortress here. Just as meat to go into the grinder here. But we're going to put this guy, like, over here. This guy, like, over here. Just be a bit of a nuisance there. Drop our electromag shot over here. That'll damage that and deal a bunch of damage to a bunch of stuff there. I'll promote these guys, promote these guys. Or do I have enough? I have kind of enough, but I don't really. I need to get this. And then we spend the last 300 on probably more snipers. And put them in the corners here behind these guys. He's gone for the overlords, so I'm glad I got snipers. It's going to be one of the few things I've got that can shoot upwards. I do want more Farseers because they can also shoot upwards, and getting them, like I said, the electromag shot, that would also help against these overlords because they tend to get, like, yeah, they tend to get a bunch of stuff added to them. Admittedly, they can become electromag immune, which is bad for me, but... Ooh, he's gone for the fire. He knows this is a threat now. these little guys are lasting. Like, he's not having an easy time killing him. Sniper's doing good work here. Taking out both overlords, no problem. Stepping into the fire, dying immediately. Fantastic. Long-range tanks are doing okay. And the sniper is doing a great job there too. Okay. And that was actually a kill. I'm amazed that actually got the kill. Okay. What the hell? Since when did that exist? Okay, I guess I'm silver rank, whatever that means. Let's start another mission here, or another match. Probably got time for another one, and then we'll call it a quits for today. I'm on vacation. I'm doing things relaxing. I'm just not taking this too seriously today. But yeah, like, that felt like a very old school Mechabellum match when I was playing there. It didn't feel like I did use some of the new units, but the strategy behind it felt very old school. Mind you, this game's been out for like a year, so I don't know what I'm even talking about when I say that. It's just the vibe I got. Didn't get to go carry Sledge, really, although they did do really well. Like, we didn't really go for that. Hi there, Sigma. Okay, I could go another Farseer Specialist. Amplify Specialist. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm going to Farseer. Okay, we got no small dudes here. They've got artillery, they've got these little guys here. This is actually really bad for us. These things are going to be kind of unmanageable for us. Either way, let's get these guys up and ready to roll. We don't have very good clear. We might have to go spider mines. I kind of want these guys like spread like this. I do believe that the artillery are going to be able to counter these guys pretty badly. So I'm just going to have to do... I swapped... Yeah, I already won my match as the Vasari. Like, I already beat it. Oh, thank you there, Sigma. And because it took me about an hour 10, I didn't really think that I had enough time for another one. But, yeah, I beat it so quickly that I just sort of switched. It usually takes me longer to beat those matches. Yeah, this is going to be miserable. Actually, these guys survive a surprisingly large amount of time for that. This one little guy getting over here is going to make these guys have a really bad time, but we're still going to lose this pretty badly. I'm not that surprised here. What would actually be really good is if I also got just these things, at which point they kind of are screwed. The other thing would be that time with the War Criminals. It was such a good time with the War Criminals that I already won. It's kind of the opposite. I actually really like playing as them. They're really fun. I do prefer Advent, but they're a really fun faction to play. I think having this in my bank account is going to be really, really nice for later. Even though I don't think it's that good right now. I think what we want to do is unlock these guys. And what we want to do is take 2 more units of crawlers, and we're going to put them, like, back here. Okay. That should be about good. Admittedly, I should have done some more with the points that I've got, but I'm going to do something else with that later. I could have actually spent 50 and then got another unit. Ooh, are those saber-tooths? That is rough. Okay, I'm still going to lose this one. These things are really durable. Yeah, I think our flank is coming in a little bit too slow here. Those saber-tooths are going to latch on. Oh no! Did that wipe out the entire... That did wipe out the entire group. Nice. Okay, I should get the Farseer now. Which will help. This would be a great time to, like, drop Fire Badgers if it would be willing to drop that for me. Okay. Oh, speak of the devil, and he will give you fire. Okay. So, yeah. Sometimes you just pray for something stupid and God gives it to you. So, yeah. Would like to probably get the fire range increase on these guys to make them so that they actually work, because they kind of don't otherwise. And then we'll get 2 more marksmen to make it so that we maybe have a chance of killing these saber-tooths. They are pretty tough to kill, though. Well, he decided to commit the Typhoons that he got for free to killing these flanking guys, which is very funny to me. By contrast, I've decided I just don't want to deal with this bullshit up front anymore, which has worked out very well. The Typhoons, though, are probably the stronger unit in the fight against one another, but Farseer is doing a fantastic job, and actually does pretty good damage against these kind of things. It's gonna die here, though. Against these guys, yeah. Still coming back towards me a little bit. So, nuke, are you kidding me? RNGs be like that? Yeah, sometimes. I'm gonna get this. Grab that there. I wouldn't mind getting range enhance on marksman and getting some more marksmen here. I think that would actually be pretty strong. Yeah, I think we do that. I just think that I'm going to lose this one overall, though. I don't think that we're going to be able to catch up. I do want to get the reclamation thing here. Although I can't remember what that actually is. Field recovery. Grab that. And then mass recruitment. We'll do this over here. Make it a little bit more awkward on that side, and then we'll go ahead and grab attack. They got shields here? Nope, great. Nice. Very nice. Okay. The start of the turnaround, I guess. He's basically at the same health as I am after that one thing. 2 squads Scorpion sounds like it makes sense, but does it really? I'm gonna take the Wraiths. Have them sort of be around here. And what we want with these guys is for them to be tanky and sort of a nuisance to whatever they're sort of trying to do here. Snipers, we're promoting all of them. Don't know if I want to promote these guys necessarily. I kind of do. Because what we want to do here is also do stuff that annoys him. I'm going to get 2 more of these guys. Put them in the back corners, make it so that they show up real late. And I would love to get Degeneration Beam on these guys here. So we will. Then we get this. scorpions. Of course they have. So these things don't do too well into these guys, because these guys have enough toughness that they just sort of survive it. And as long as they're putting up the degeneration beam, it's kind of like not doing any damage to us, so it's a pretty big debuff to his damage. Alright, I want to get more Farseers here. Get that range boost on those too. Incendiary bomb is available, so I have to care about that happening to me. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip. I'm gonna buy a bunch of shields. I'm gonna promote all these guys. Promote you too. But I have to buy shields, which sort of sucks, but that is the way that works. He could also opt to throw that in a really weird spot on the side or something like that, which would suck for me as well. I've got enough for these two, which is what I want. If I can get the plus 10% range across like sort of the entire army, that's actually really good. Yeah, that's what I thought he'd do. I didn't quite place it perfectly, so there's some gaps, but we've basically negated that entire call-in, which is great. Plus, these shields should help us win this round even without that in mind, because I think the Scorpions are probably going to hit shields. Maybe they won't, actually, and they'll still hit the Badgers. Actually, I think I've blocked that completely. And we got past the area where they're hitting our shields, so we're probably going to keep those. Maybe not, actually. They've got snipers mixed in. That's going to make a big difference. I do need those electromag shots that I was talking about needing. So if I don't get those, I'm not going to be able to get through their tank units very easily. Hitting that, though, that's nice. Very, very good. Is he dead? What the... Wow, what a clawback. Jeez. Alright, I've got enough time for one more. Also was pretty quick. I thought we'd go a bit later into the game for that one. Alright. Nice chunk of overkill, yeah. Okay. I am taking the week off, but I meant, like, taking the week off of, like, actual work, like, real work, not this. Like, this is a vacation week. I don't really consider, like, streaming to be work or anything like that. It's something I still do when it's my time off. I'm doing a more chill stream than I normally would here. Sabretooth with sledgehammers and marksman. This is a real just doing what I'm doing, like, more so sort of thing. Alright, let's do it. This is like for people who like tanks. Just don't want to give a crap about other stuff. Alright. Fine. Alright, what have we got here? He's gone for amp specialist, so he's got 3 amp cores, which is really dangerous. He's got tanks, he's got those guys. Alright. I definitely feel like I'm going to need to go for some chaff for a start here, but I kind of don't want to. Like, everything here kills chaff, but he's also going to get chaff. That's going to be a nuisance to me, but I kind of don't want to get any of this stuff right now. Interesting. We'll unlock it just so that it's there, and then we're just going to get 2 more marksmen. Then we're just going to keep our marksmen sort of clustered around our tanks. Now, if he just runs down the center with a whole bunch of, like, little crawly dudes, I'm kind of in trouble, but That's fine. He's just got 2 marksmen. I've got a big advantage here. I've got 5 marksmen, 2 tanks. He's got like 2 marksmen and like 3 of these guys that do nothing. What he could have done is gone for carry arc light here by giving the amp cores to the arc lights. I think that would have actually been really good for him. This is going to be a very stupid round in a lot of ways. Like, this is just a very dumb way for both of us to be playing this. And I kind of love it, but... Nice. Okay. Nice bit of a throttling there. Okay, we got some free units here. 2 squads of rank 3 Fangs is actually quite scary. Phoenixes here would be kind of good. The Wreath would be bad. The Crawlers would be interesting. The fact that these are rank 3, I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, he is. Like, well, we're matching each other. You know, this is a mutually assured stupidity sort of situation here. Alright, these guys being level 3 means that if I get the bonus to shields later, these guys become very unreasonable. They become ungovernable. At this point in time, what I actually want to do is unlock the Stormcallers, and we're going to pop 2 Stormcallers out. Oh, I can only afford 1. You know what? Do I want a second one badly enough to be able to ruin my economy for later? I kind of do. No, I don't. I don't. I'll do the responsible thing and not do that. This guy, have him churn down the center, I think. What did he pick? Oh, he's got these guys as well, yeah. Nice. My opponent's gonna have to get a giant pretty soon, right? Like, he's got to put something out there that benefits from the amp cores. Honestly, I would have just amp cored the tanks. Right? Because that like gives them enough of a bonus that they'd start beating mine pretty badly. Let's probably ignore all these. Yeah, I don't like any of those. Want both of them. Get more Stormcallers. I do want more range on these guys later. I'm putting them here for now, but the thing is, like, we're going to put some more stuff, like, ahead of them. But what I want to do, actually, is probably save up money for Fang shields. And then once we get those, we'll have those out front. He's bought 2 of these things, which is funny. That's going to actually be quite a lot of his money there. It's like 200 points. Which is what I'm not spending here, so... Alright, we get these. We get a lineup of Fangs that go ahead of all of this, and then we give them shields, and then these Fangs will be more difficult to deal with. I think we get the Pyro on these guys. I don't know if I need the extra range on them that badly with what's happening, but maybe we do. I should have the advantage this round with what's happening so far, but then watch as he like drops like 3 missiles on the front line. Oh, he's putting amp cores on his snipers. He's been forced to sort of like do that now rather than later. I think we'll kill them with the artillery barrages though. Even though he's gonna kill like us, that's some wasted amp cores, my friend. Nice. Okay. I think we're in a good spot. I do want to kill those, like, yeah, we got one of them. I do want to kill both of these. Which we might not have time to. Yeah, he survived. Okay. That was lovely. That was really good. We both have to worry about Orbital Bombard. We're probably going to take Orbital Bombard, which really sucks. Let's go ahead and drop that there. Like I said, we're going to get a couple more of these guys. We're going to drop them like right here. And we're going to get shields on all of them. Which is going to be real good for some of our stuff here. I do want to protect these guys, so we're going to go like probably like this maybe. And then like this. Which feels unfortunate, but yeah, so our center gets trashed, but some of our high-value units on the flanks at least live. Orbital Bombard's not the most dangerous of things to get hit by, but it still kind of sucks. He's taking out a lot of my stuff that's pretty high value. Looks like we're gonna win this, though. This guy's dead. Got their anti-missile thing. Oh, my opponent just quit. Cool. I haven't seen that in a while. That isn't the thing I've seen. I guess he figured that he couldn't recover there. Right. Well, that went pretty well. Let's go ahead and take a look at like what we could do with that tech point. Thinking maybe we unlock another sandworm thing. That's just strike. I think there's potential there. I don't know if it's worth a tech point though. FF is pretty uncommon. Yeah, it's really uncommon. I don't think I've ever seen that except for like one other time. But I can understand it. Like if you feel like you're in a position where you just can't recover. It's rare to feel like that in this game, though. You usually feel like you could probably recover. That's how I feel, anyway. This thing, I think armor enhancement on these guys could have some interesting things going for it. This doesn't feel like a striker unit, usually. I don't necessarily know if that makes... I'm not sure what it makes it, because it's kind of a weird unit. Either way, though, we are going to call it quits now because I don't have enough time to really finish another match before 2 o'clock. Had fun today, though. It's nice to have been able to relax for the little bit. We'll be streaming again on Wednesday. That's going to be the last day of my vacation. After that, starting just before Christmas, we're going to be playing Metaphor. But we might swing around and play some other stuff whenever I feel like it. And I have actually got a bunch of Sins of a Solar Empire 2 videos in the pipeline. In particular, I'm going to be talking about each of the individual units in kind of depth, in a way that I haven't really seen other people doing. And I'm going to be talking about a little bit about playing the game after that, once I've sort of discussed the units. Yeah, I'm going to I'll unlock this. I feel like field maintenance has fallen off a little bit in terms of its effectiveness because of how the game works. But I'm not too sure. I really feel like Spider Mine is what makes this thing, like, kind of tick. But hard to say for sure. In any event, though, that's going to be our video for today, or our stream for today. Had to have the music turned off on both Mechabellum and Sins of Solar Empire, because both of those keep getting copyright claimed, which is a fun thing to have happen. But in any event, hope you found this one enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.